So I got paid $50. Now, before you click off because $50 doesn't sound impressive, you need to understand something. That $50 felt like I had just sold my company for $10 million. Because a few months ago I genuinely had no idea what I was doing. I watched all the business videos, the ones with Lamborghinis, the ones with private jets, the ones where a guy in a black t-shirt says, just get clients, just provide value, just start a business. Bro, what does that even mean? How do you just get clients? Do they spawn in Minecraft villages? Do I unlock them after defeating a boss? Nobody explains this part. They always skip from, I had an idea, to, now I'm rich. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there wondering what happened in the middle, because the middle is where all the suffering is, and unfortunately, boy, I had to live through the middle. So after my first video, I decided something. If I'm serious about this website business, then I can't keep sitting at home watching tutorials. I have to go outside, unfortunately. And not go outside for fresh air outside. I mean walking into random businesses in Harar with confidence I absolutely did not have. The first time I did it, I was standing outside a shop thinking, bro, what are you even doing here? Because in my head, I was still just a guy with a laptop. And not even one of those serious business laptops. No, mine has RGB lights, so I look less like a business owner, and more like I run a nightclub from my bedroom. I open the laptop and suddenly it looks like I'm about to DJ a wedding. Anyway, I walk in, smile, act normal, even though my soul is trying to convince me to leave immediately. I start explaining. I build websites for businesses, and they look at me like I just said I sell Wi-Fi to chickens. Just confusion. Polite confusion. The worst kind. Some said no. Some said they already had a website. Some said, we'll get back to you. Which is business owner language for, I am now disappearing into another dimension. And I just kept moving. Shop after shop. Hardware stores, restaurants, welding businesses, places where I wasn't even sure I was allowed to stand for too long. At some point I realized something. Rejection isn't even painful anymore. It becomes rhythm. No. Next shop. No. Next shop. No, I was basically speed running disappointment. But then something interesting happened. I stopped trying to convince people and started trying to show people. Instead of talking about websites, I started building demo websites. One of them was for a steel fabrication company. They sent me photos of their work, doors, gates, window frames, and I built a demo website around it. Now here's the funny part. I wasn't some genius developer. Half the time I was working with AI, and half the time the AI was working against me. I'd ask for a professional homepage, and somehow end up with something that looked like it was selling luxury spaceships. So there was a lot of fixing involved. Eventually I got it looking good, and when I showed it to them, they actually liked it. That was the first moment I thought, hold on, maybe I'm not completely delusional. Then came Farmer's Revelation, the project that changed everything. I went through their Facebook page, photos, products, animal feed, events, training programs. At one point, I knew more about their business than some of their relatives. Then I built the website. I proudly presented it, feeling like Steve Jobs. The owner looked at it and said, it looks good. Inside my head, fireworks, celebration, victory music. Then he continued, the logo needs to be bigger. Of course, apparently business owners can detect logo size from space. So I went back, made the logo huge. If somebody visits that website now and misses it, that's honestly their fault. Then Monday arrived, the meeting, the moment of truth. I showed them everything. They checked it, looked through the pages, tested things, and eventually I asked, so, do you have any problems with it? They said no, and then came the scariest moment of my entire business journey, talking about money, because suddenly I had to stop pretending to be a business owner and actually become one. I asked for $50. Inside my head I was preparing for negotiations, questions, arguments, a full business seminar. Instead, he basically said, okay, and that was it. We walked outside, cash, real cash, actual money, in my hand. I tried so hard to stay professional. I stood there acting calm, acting mature, acting like this happens every day. Meanwhile, inside my head, I was celebrating like we just won the World Cup, because somebody had looked at something I created, and decided it was worth paying for. That changes you. Not because of the amount, $50 is $50, but because of what it proves. Then things got even funnier. I created QR codes, and I don't know why nobody told me how cool QR codes are. You're telling me I can create a weird little square, and when somebody scans it, they magically appear on my website? Excuse me. That sounds illegal. I think I scanned my own QR code about 1,000,000 times, not because I needed to, because every time it worked I felt like a wizard. Then I printed 100 business cards. 100. And suddenly I felt dangerous. Not rich, not successful, dangerous. Because now I had business cards, real business cards, with my name, my website, my QR code, everything. I started handing them out to business owners, and whenever I couldn't find the owner in person, I'd hand one to an employee and basically say, "Please, I beg you, make sure the boss sees this." I became a professional business card distributor, but honestly, holding those cards felt different. For the first time, I didn't feel like somebody trying to start a business. I felt like somebody who actually had one, and the biggest thing that changed wasn't the money, it was my confidence. Before that payment, every time I walked into a business, I was wondering, will anybody ever pay me? Now I walk in knowing at least one person already has, and that changes everything. Am I successful? No, not even close. I've still got a long way to go, but now I know something I didn't know before. Clients are real people, business owners are real people, and money doesn't magically appear from YouTube videos. It appears when you solve problems. So now I'm not asking, can I do this? I'm asking, how far can I take this? And honestly, that's a much more interesting question. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, bye.